गुड मॉर्निंग फ्रेंड्स। गुड मॉर्निंग। और आपका स्वागत है आपके इस चैनल पे। आज 30 दिसंबर है और आज का हम आर्टिकल डिस्कशन करेंगे। और आज कोई कमेंट या लेट का कोई आर्टिकल नहीं है, आज हम एडिटोरियल का आर्टिकल डिस्कस करेंगे। सो आई होप यू ऑल आर रेडी फॉर दिस डिस्कशन। सो लेट बी स्टार्ट। एंड आज का वर्ड ऑफ द डे होने वाला है एग्जैजरेशन। एग्जैजरेशन का मीन्स होता है कि किसी भी आर्गुमेंट को, बात को बढ़ा चढ़ा कर बोलना या सिचुएशन को और बोर्स कर देना, मतलब कि एक्सट्रीम बना देना। So let we discuss today article, and this article is basically related to our GS paper to international relation topic and also helpful for PSIR optional. Okay, so let we start. And this article is on basis of our international relation and also helpful to our uh, other aspects of geopolitics. Okay, so I'll start. We are here to talk about the Maldives relation and India and what gonna happening in Maldives currently and in last 10 year and last 4 decade since Rajiv Gandhi government to now, and what is our future approach toward the Maldives and Indo-Pacific and especially Indian Ocean region. Okay, so what is happening in Maldives? So before that, we are here to discuss something about something more interesting about Maldives and India-Maldives relation, because today's uh, lesson is all about the Maldives incident. So India is truly a good ally of Maldives, and both are mutual in relationship since 1988, when Indian armed forces go into Maldives and uh, striking country Maldives out to come from coup, which is happening in 1988, but Indian Army streamlining a wonderful Operation Cactus comes in force, and all thing going to be changed. Since to now, relationship is good, but till Abdullah Amin, when come to the government, Abdullah Amin period is 2014 to 2019, and after the 2018 election, they come be once again in government with a ally. Okay, so let we discuss about Abdullah Amin first. So, Abdullah Amin actually anti-India sentiment people. They favor China more, and their agenda is basically on uh, how to spur China better, and they are also a triumphant of China. Okay, because there are many incidents happening here in Abdullah Amin era, like quit India, uh, Indian embassy attack, many infra project going to be declining in their era. So these are the facts. But what we discuss about Maldives? Maldives is very strategically important in Indian Ocean. They are India's good maritime friend. There is maybe a prospect of India have a military base in Maldives in future. This is a very controversial fact since this news comes in the paper. So, as we know, in so let me discuss about Abdullah a little bit more. As we seen, India relations in Abdullah regime going to be patriotic in nature. But and what happening since last 6 months? A new president comes in Maldives. President is Ibu Soli, and Ibu Soli is pro-Indian sentiment president, and he favor India. and they know about the pros and cons of China, how debt policy of China works, and is China always want to take, don't want to give. So they eventually, I think they understand this phenomena behind the China uh, a strategy. Okay, so what happening now? Ab, in 2 day before, Abdullah Yamin going to behind the war in allegation of money laundering case, and some unconstitutional allegations on the Abdullah Yamin of to use their authority, they favor anti social element in Maldives, and many other things. And also they have a leader of their party who is a main culprit behind the attack of Indian embassy in Maldives last month. So these are the things, so that Abdullah Amin behind the war, and they have a period of 3 year jail term, and after that they sorry 1 year jail term, and after that after they quit from the jail, they don't be able to conduct elections up to 3 years. It means next year election holding in Maldives, they're not able to contest. So it means a good news for India. Okay, so what is important thing? Important thing is not Maldives, China. China is more important for India as a current regime, because China want to encircle India from later its back end. Like we see Nepal in another sector, where Nepal have a Nepal new PM come in recently, and they are also a pro China sentiment. What happening in Myanmar last year we see, and still there is a military coup. What happening in Maldives we already seen, but now is good news. What is in Pakistan we also see. It means China want to focusing on Indian Ocean region, and they want to evolve their power on that area, because this is a very important for business and global stage. Okay, so why China belligerent in last some year? Because of the some of the important facts also. Because India also want to evolve in some of the multilateral conferences like Indian Pacific Economic Forum (IPEF), which is conducted this year, and the leader Joe Biden behind this scenario, and uh, motivate these conferences to build a partnership with 14 country, and want to enhance their business agenda and infrastructure and maritime security, and also tax based refund system under IPEF. And another thing is quadrilateral group of India, Japan, Australia, and USA. And this is starting in 2007, at the time of then PM Manmohan Singh. And now this is a very constructive. And for that sake of China is a little bit uncomfortable. So they want to also engage with a small country, a small Indian neighboring country, and want to uh, comprehend India. So this is the things comes in matter. And what is challenges for India now? There is some challenges, like India not able to conduct on regular basis regional conferences as well. Regional conferences like BIMSTECs, Bay of Bengal initiative. Okay, SARC conferences we see Pakistan not want to join, and this is all in news. What happening you all know. India want to quit RCP due to bombarding of the goods in India on low taxes. They may affect Indian market. So RCP and these all regional conferences, regional strategic summit India not going to be conduct well. Countering China presence in Indian Ocean is important things for India. And another thing is India want to get enhance their relationship with their neighborhood countries, because for we as an India, we want to a powerhouse of global south, so that we must be accompanying our neighbor first, because we have a wonderful relation with West, Middle East, African countries. But what about our neighboring countries? Okay, so these are the things. Okay, infrastructure project also in Maldives. India has multiple infrastructure project like port, highway projects, airport projects, a stadium, a cricket stadium built in Maldives. These are the project may be affected uh, previously in Abdullah Amin government, but now it's all on the better way. So what may become positive aspects for India? It means what can India do for better things? So India should be more vigilant and be constructive with Maldives to countering China. Okay. Another thing is we have to comprehensively focus on every China steps. Okay, and we have to counter in a motivated way. And India become a wonderful leader in global south if only, if and only they have a better relationship with their neighbor, and this all combined theme makes a good result to India in future. So like in COVID time, India helped their multiple ally neighborhood, even those who are not a wonderful ally. It means same arena will be continue in future, and India must be helpful to those neighboring country to become a powerhouse of global south. So this is the article, and hope this will helpful to understand the current phenomena of what happening in Indian neighborhood, and what's our in Indian neighborhood policy, what happening in India, Indian Ocean region, China countering, and what's that's all, and how India approach in future, what gonna changing in Indian foreign policy under this government, and what happening in next 5 years. These all will maybe change, and it hope India become a wonderful global powerhouse. So thank you to joining me guys, और आप सबका स्वागत है, और थैंक यू, वी मीट फर्दर tomorrow. गुड बाय, जय हिंद.